Oh no! We're back with Bleach! Seriously, we go over its stuff and all that stuff. Are you gonna make that joke every time? We still have 6 episodes left. And that's just in this set.
Fine, I'll come up with a different joke for Core 2.
Core 2 that we probably have to wait a year for based on the announcement at Jump Fest. Fucker. Anyway, so some dub people are revealed before we get into the actual episode. As not, apparently he's voiced by Elijah Ungvari. I probably butchered that. Oh, that's something. Pretty sure he's British too, from what we looked up. They're really going out of the wheelhouse for this.
Australia or something.
Same thing. That's the sound of every Brit person who watches this wanting to punch me.
No, we'll get to something very British later.
Yeah. Well, he was known for voicing Suzuki in Kabanari of the Iron Fortress, you know, Wit's second or millionth attempt at trying to do Attack on Titan again, and 12 in the Orbital Children. And as I said, I think he's great as a
show not. That has Roger in it.
Okay, so Shinji's voice actor was also posted, and it's Alex Lee. Again. And after going back and listening to a couple of the clips from the few lines he did say, people are probably going to start thinking I hate Alex or something. I'm not a fan of the voice he's doing here, if it is him, compared to Roger, at least. Before anyone says anything, how much have you not watched this show? How many times have I praised Alex and said he's one of the best voice actors working currently? I just think he keeps getting miscast as replacements here. But hey, we've got a couple of other ones too. So one of the Stern Ridders that Kenpachi killed, his name was Jerome. And he was announced to be voiced by Todd Abercorn, which means he voiced Jerome again after Berserk 2016. Why do they keep making Todd voice Jeromes?
Is it even really worth mentioning in this? Did he even say a word?
He did. That's the one that Kenpachi was like he wouldn't shut up, so I killed him. He was basically going on in the background.
Oh, you had to close those. Oh, yeah. Listening to the background's kind of hard. Fuck you.
Okay, and the last one before we get to the episode is Pepe. Pepe, I think, grunted. He's the Quincy that was with Jidamba when Jidamba went apeshit and attacked Squad 12 with his heel turn, I guess if you could call it that. I mean, obviously you know what's really happening. And he's voiced by Zeno Robinson, because if you have a black Quincy, you get Zeno to voice him. You know, I gotta be honest, these are pretty progressive Nazis if they're supposed to be that. Do you think the Nazis would ever employ black people?
I mean, you don't get much more than a na.
Yeah, so I guess the Stern Ridders really are trying to. I guess the Stern Ridders really are trying to be modern in all the ways. But all right, that's basically it. I can't say anything on Pepe's performance. He hasn't talked yet. I think all he did was grunt.
Which makes the fact that he was listed more confusing, honestly.
Especially when there are still people who haven't been posted yet.
Yeah.
Well,
we will never forget the Eburn conspiracy. You were here for it.
Let's get to the actual episode, because we've got a lot to go over. So it opens up with a flashback to the war from 1,000 years ago, and yes, all this is anime only. They even did the whole film grain effect to make it seem like you're watching an oldie-time war movie.
Yeah. And they made a lot of the silhouettes just completely painted black, like one of those old Japanese paintings.
Yep. Which was meant to symbolize how the Soul Society used to be ruthless and come out of the darkness and fuck shit up. Because, yeah, like, the Quincy's get destroyed here. And if you pay close attention, you'll even see one of the original 13 captains looks really familiar, but we're not going to spoil that till it's relevant in a few episodes. So, yeah.
You'll only really notice it. You'll really notice it if you know what's coming up. Like we do.
Yeah. Thank God this is audio only with, or you know what I mean, like it's all music instead of actually having them voiced, because could only imagine having to find out who voiced all 15 of the, or 13 of these guys. The exception of Yamamoto, of course. But yeah. We even see Sasakibe get a shot in helping out Yamamoto take out Yuha and shit. They did actually a good job making Sasakibe an actual character after he died.
Instead of that character you forgot existed until now.
Yeah. Also, they did a nice they did a nice touch here where some of the Quincy's that are killed here were the skeletons from last episode. So, yeah. You know, good continuity.
You mean they're CGI?
Yes. Well, after that, we cut to a flashback that's sometime after this war, with a Shota version of Shunsui, voiced by Anyako again. Okay. As she sneaks,
no one's gonna notice this one.
Yeah, he sneaks into Yamamoto's room and gets caught immediately. But he wants to know about the painting of that dude there. Like, painting of Yuha. It's like, what is this about? And Yamamoto would go on to explain, as again, he's much younger here, so he's just straight up doing his Tetsu Saimon voice. Damn it. This is why double casting gets stupid after a while. But he goes on, the painting is a monster, that if the monster were to ever appear again, then he would most likely fall. Yamamoto himself would most likely not be there. So, yeah. We're back to the present, and Yamamoto's been, he's not doing so well. What is it, He's been cut in half?
Yeah, he's half the man he used to be. I mean, he didn't get his arm cut off yet.
Yeah. Yuha would go on to call him pitiful, saying that,
Yamamoto, you're pitiful.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. It's like, we're done here. But as he tries leaving, Yamamoto still tries grabbing him with his remaining arm. Yeah,
I mean, it's his only arm, but he never grew the other one back from the last arc.
Which Yuha's about to go into in a second, but pretty sure this is where he cuts his arm off. He goes on to explain that Yamamoto's grown soft, that if he were truly the same person he was 1,000 years ago, why didn't he use that human girl, or Hime, to heal his arm? Because he doesn't wish to exploit humans. The old Yamamoto would have never been this stupid and weak.
And pathetic and weak.
Yeah, he states the OG squads were fierce killers and ruthless, which is why the Sternritters lost the war 1,000 years ago. But because there was no war to fight for 1,000 years, the Soul Society grew complacent, and now they have laws and all that boring shit. As he says, peaceful times have made them weak. That the Soul Society Yamamoto knew died when the Sternritters all died 1,000 years ago as well.
And then they died.
He says farewell to Yamamoto, that he was never even considered one of the major special threats this go-around. As he...
Then he cuts off his hand.
And kills him. Yeah, Yamamoto's dead here.
With totes not as Sero. Just name something Nazi-like.
Yeah.
What?
It's... I just... Yeah, man, Yamamoto's fucked. Just can't believe it. Right after he had one of the most badass fights ever. Oh well, you win some, you lose some.
Ichimaru's?
Yeah. As Yamamoto died, he thinks to himself, if only it were Ichimaru instead. Okay, I might have added that part. Well, he tells Hashwal now to order the other Quincy's to rush forward and show no mercy and inform them of the news. Which, we now have a bunch of red shirt Quincy's killing red shirt Soul Reapers, one of them even voiced by a Bill. Because, of course, got the double casting.
Every side. Everyone will be on every side, except JYB.
Yeah, speaking of which, Ichigo senses what's happening to Yamamoto and starts screaming, "Don't die! You can't die! No, what am I gonna do?" But then, the prison shatters as Akon is here and he broke him out. But he's really fucked up and injured. And he also goes full Brit here with his voice. Yeah, no joke. Like, this is one where it's like, wow, yeah, you could definitely tell this guy's British now. His accent just came out of fucking nowhere when he's half dead.
The more damage that I take, the more my accent evolves.
What is he gonna go Super Saiyan Rose next?
Yes.
Well, that's when we're introduced to the Stern Ritter Domino, who, I mean, yeah, some places are already, some people are saying it's David Vincent, but pretty sure it's Doug Airholes, so I don't fucking know.
That was not David Vincent. Who the fuck said that?
I saw a couple of comments saying that. Whatever. Like, we'll find out when it's posted in like 2 episodes or some shit. Well, he attacks, but Ichigo quickly dispatches him. Yeah, he was a jobber. A lot of people then start sensing Ichigo's arrival in Soul Society as he heads straight for Byakuya. Because, you know, Byakuya is really injured. And it's raining, continuing, so you all know we're about to have another really sad scene. He asks Ichigo if Rukia and Renji are safe. Ichigo says they're alive. For now. Byakuya says his time is almost up, as he failed. That he wasn't able to save Soul Society, and he will die with that shame. He asks Ichigo why he would want to help them since he's from the world of the living, and admits he has no choice but to ask Ichigo for one final favor, to protect Soul Society. And, yeah, Dan Warren did an amazing job with this scene. Especially since this is it for Byakuya. Ichigo rushes off without giving an answer, straight towards Yuha. Byakuya knows he can leave everything to Ichigo now, as his Danpakuto finally falls and he dies, man.
Yep, totally. Well, we're about to see Ichigo take on Yuha, as Ichigo is incredibly angry. Hashwell's like, just being himself.
Yeah, he's just being Nero. Hashwell's like, don't worry, Your Majesty, I've got this. Yuha's like, no. Let me take on Ichigo. Myself. By the way, the majority of this fight is also anime only. The manga, it's just, you know, a couple of quick clashes and that's it. So, that's cool. But, Ichigo quickly gets overwhelmed, as I'm pretty sure everyone expected him to be. But before Yuha can deal the killing blow, he realizes Ichigo is subconsciously using Blute, the Quincy technique. Yeah, we're finally at this point. One of the things that was really difficult to not accidentally slip up and spoil during our Bleach retrospective a year ago. Yeah. Ichigo's like, I guess you thought the fight was over. It's not. Not even realizing how he survived, but whatever. And he tries attacking again, and that's when Yuha's like, no, I didn't imagine it. He really is using Blute. Well, shit. That's when he has to stop fighting for a second to reveal to Ichigo that, when he was imprisoned by Kilgay, a true-blooded Quincy... Yeah, we're getting pure-blooded up in this shit. When
they
Ichigo
really are Nazis.
Yeah. When Ichigo tried breaking out of the jail, his spiritual pressure mixed with Kilgay's when it bounced back to him, thus awakening the dormant memories in his spiritual pressure from his Quincy side of his bloodline. That the jail was never meant to hold other Quincy's or anyone from the Quincy bloodline, just the enemies of Quincy's. Ichigo is confused as to what Yuha is saying, as Yuha replies, you clearly know nothing about yourself or anything about your own mother, do you? And before anyone says anything, Aizen was going to reveal this to Ichigo back when they fought as well, when he's like, truth, Ichigo, you are half Soul Reaper and half, and then, you know, that's when he got interrupted by Ichigo's daddy. So now, But what's
And
up?
now he truly has been on every. I don't know. He's just playing around at every power.
Yeah. Fullbring, Visored, Quincy, Soul Reaper. You think this would make Ichigo Gary Stew or whatever, but no, really doesn't, which is the most surprising thing of all. He's literally just a mutt.
He would be he would have bounce powers too if
they were canon.
If they were canon.
Well, angry
they
at
would
this,
find a way.
Ichigo attacks, but is forced down. This is when Yuha actually shoots arrows with boulders attached and shit. And Yuha believes that he will abduct Ichigo and take him back with them so he can repurpose him and re-educate him on Quincy etiquette. Yeah, you all get the idea. Force him into the camp and make him fight for him. But that's when it's revealed. They're totes not. This is when Hashwell reveals that their time is up. And Yugo's like, wait, what? We should have plenty of time left to stay out of our fortress. I'm not going to try to pronounce their fortress's name because it's in German, and yeah, fuck that.
Should be right at home for you.
What? Whatever. Well, Yuha starts realizing, he's like, wait a minute, that's what happened. When I met with Aizen, he must have altered my perception of how much time actually passed. By the way, this explanation is only in the anime. It makes way more fucking sense. In the manga, his time is just randomly up, and it makes Yuha look stupid, not realizing, oh yeah, I guess I did posture a bit much, huh? Is the only conclusion one could come to. At least here it makes more sense.
I mean, he's just standing there menacingly memes.
Yeah.
Not time.
He asks Hashwell, he's like, you knew this whole time, didn't you? And Hashwell's like, yeah, but even if I did warn you, would you have listened to me? I was like,
no.
Well, the Quincy's...
Don't use logic on me.
The Quincy's began retreating, but Ichigo's like, you're not leaving after everything you did to the Soul Society. I'm gonna attack you again. Oh, no. No, don't do it. And Hashwell breaks Zangetsu. Yeah, it's not a good day for Ichigo at all. Zangetsu's fucked, man. The sword got broken.
Yeah. Oh, well, you win some, you lose some.
Yuha leaves and says farewell to Ichigo, calling him his son born in the dark, which is the title of the episode, actually. So
that's when the title card pops up.
Yeah,
and then rolling.
It was really. That's actually different. I'm for it. Why not? And that's, yeah, the episode ends, but with a new end credit sequence. It's the same ending theme, but we get more of the war. So, what do we get in the past war, Dai? I mean, we see Yamamoto's Bankai here, right? I think. Again, when he's younger.
Images of his Bankai. They recycle the portraits of they show, I guess, more close-ups of the
other captains.
Original captains.
I want to know more about the one with the pigtails. Don't judge me. What? By the way, all these captains were created for the anime only. Like, Kubo literally released the drawings for them a week before this episode aired in Japan. Because we never knew what they looked like. So.
Well, the good thing with Soul Reapers is he only really has to design the heads.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point.
Too.
Yeah. Well, we have a preview by Kukaku, actually, who's still voiced by Cindy Robinson. Yeah, they got her back, but couldn't get Roger Craig Smith.
And they're literally both just back in at Studiopolis for Sonic Frontiers.
I don't know. It's nice to hear her in anime again, actually, because I can't remember the last time we heard her in something that's new.
The Knights of Sidonia movie?
Yeah, but who knows how long ago that was dubbed, since Funny likes to get the rights to something and hold on to it for 10 years.
That's not true. Anyway.
Yeah. Also, apparently some places are already listing Dinah Sherman as being back for Yachiru. We'll see. But yeah.
It's not like she's she's still actively being Diona or something in Genshin.
I'm gonna call her Diona. We're gonna keep alternating because it'll trigger someone who's a Genshin fan.
I mean, I already altered. Just like anyone will get triggered by me if they watch our Resi Let's Plays.
But yeah, so this episode of Bleach, fucking awesome. Again, absolutely great episode.
Still don't blame people wanting to wait and marathon it.
Yeah. But, next episode...
But we gotta milk it, I mean... Wait?
No, I'm also too impatient. Even if we weren't doing this, I'd still watch it week after week, man. It's fucking Bleach. I'm not waiting for Bleach, damn it. But yeah, next episode, though, is probably going to be longer in terms of Dubster diving, and I mean that because of all the replacements. Not going to spoil anything, don't worry, for those who are still following along with the dub or haven't seen the anime yet, but Jesus, there's going to be so many next week, I'm predicting it. Maybe I'll be wrong, though, but we'll see. I mean, you already know we get Kukaku next week, so there's that. Preview kind of told us that.
Yeah, it did.
And let's see the aftermath of what happened to Soul Society, because they have never been this thoroughly fucked. Half of them are either dead or severely injured.
Or dying, almost.
Yeah, so... And Ichigo, he's like, man, I could never have a bad day like I did before. Oh, so I'm part Quincy. Well, this is awkward. And my sword just broke after just getting my powers back. Oh.
I've had them back for like a week. Or
however long it's been. Yeah. And then there's, like, after he just said farewell to Byakuya, more or less, and the head captain's dead, which, yeah, Yamamoto was a dick to Ichigo, but Ichigo still respected him and everything, too. So, he's having a bad day. Can't wait to see where this goes. It's gonna be fun, man. What have some of y'all thought of this episode? Also, I love the anime-only shit. Getting back to see the old war was cool.
Or in your case, here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they did. And this is one of the cases where it's not style over substance.
Yeah, it was fucking great.
Where people try, where a lot of people fall for this. They try to look, guys, how stylized this shot looks with nothing to back it up.
Yeah, Bleach has always been able to carry its style really well since the very beginning, and I'm glad they managed to keep that in the final season. So, but all right, guys, that'll do it. What else y'all thought of this episode? And as far as MVP for this ep, definitely JYB, I guess, and Dan Warren as Byakuya, because holy shit, that moment, man. But until next time, and I guess for the last time since Yamamoto's dead, have a great day. We'll be back with more Bleach. Ichigo.